Hello and welcome back to another Mark's Mondays or Mark's Monday mornings. I can't remember what I've called them. Today I've brought you to the beach, and there's a good reason for that, because it was a couple of years ago that I introduced Sue to the channel whilst I was walking on the beach up at Lindisfarne. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. If not, go seek it out. I'll see if I can put a link in the thing up there so you can go watch it. Yeah, I introduced Sue to the channel, and that was me just having a rant along the beach, having a mooch along the beach and a talk with you guys. So I thought I'll do the same now, because Sue's Sundays are not going to continue. Unfortunately, Sue has decided that she's not going to make any more videos for the channel. It was her decision, and I think she's making up her mind whether she wants to have anything to do with me altogether. So yeah, this could be a video of seeing Sue go. Yeah, and that left me to sort of think, I wonder how many people in van life, and I'd say this is going to be a bloody big number, how many people in van life get into van life because of relationship breakups. Most of the men that I've met, and some of the women as well, to be honest, have got into van life simply because they can't afford to fund the property by themselves, a rented property. They've had breakups and gone their own way, and a van seems to be the easy solution. Some people have already had camper vans. I think that's how Liam ended up at Mamtor a long time ago, because he had the camper van himself and he used it to live in. So yeah, I was just wondering how many people actually get into van life through relationship breakups. It's how I started, actually. I used to own an house with my partner. I had I had a little girl. I had most things that most men want. I had the car, I had a fast motorbike to go and race around the streets on a Sunday, and I had a couple of very large reptiles, very large snakes, and when it all went to poo, that's when I decided to take my money, or a part of the money from the house, and buy my van. So yeah, that's basically my introduction, how I got into van life and why I'm living in a van. I can't say it's the main reason for me living in the van, because once I'd got the van, all things considered, because what went over in my mind is I could rent, buy an house, buy a flat or something like that, and spend the rest of my life paying for it, or I could buy the van, travel around, save money, and pay for the van within a couple of years and enjoy my life. So that was my main sort of reasoning behind van life itself, why I sort of opted for the van. So yes, it'd be interesting to know how many of you guys have actually got into that situation. Anyway, it's a shame that we've lost Sue. It was her choice, I guess. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I'm gutted. It's left me with a big empty space in my life, and yeah, I mean, people make their own decisions, their own choices in life, don't they? And I think that's part of it. Yeah, so with the Sue's Sundays out the picture, I'm not sure what the agenda is going to be. I mean, we tried to put together a Mark's Mondays, Sue's Sundays and a travelling around video on the Thursdays to try and keep the YouTube algorithm happy, and try and up some of the view time from you guys, but it's all a bit flopped at the moment. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that, whether we're going to do anything about it. I mean, Sue's video was about life's memories, and the channel for me has got a lot of memories on it that actually at the moment I don't even want to see, so it was a bit of a struggle for me to come out here and make this video. I'm parked up along the Morecambe seafront. Show you that in the foreground here, and my van's up there annoying the locals. Been a lot of crap from people not wanting us to park around here. I rarely park around here, I don't like it here. I've spent the last 2 nights here. It's very busy. I haven't slept for most of the night. Dylan, keep out the water. Dylan's about to go get himself wet. No, keep out. Yeah, so I don't like it around here, but it is what it is. It's about the only place I can get a decent internet signal. Some of the other places which are nicer, I've got no internet. So that's my reasoning behind staying down on this horrible place. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to sit here because the water is rising up the rocks. See that? Dylan, keep out. Oh, Dylan, get out. Get out. Oh, now my dog's wet. Wet, covered in sand in my van. Great. I'll tell you what, getting a dog is a bad move in a van. If you break down and have any issues, you've got problems because they won't take the van in the tow truck. Won't take the dog in the tow truck a lot of the time. If you get put up in an hotel, they won't accommodate the dog. So I mean, a lot of people have dogs in van life, but it wouldn't have been my choice. I've only got the dog because when I had the house, the family wanted a dog. I bought the dog, and now I'm committed to looking after him. And to be honest, he's a pain. Dylan! So yeah, I'll finish off my rant with a little bit about the NC500. You guys will be pissed off with me, keep mentioning this. But there appears to be some resistance from the locals, which are saying that the £40, what is it? It's a donation, I think they call it, or well, it's not a donation, is it? What do they call it? A voluntary amount of money. The £40 voluntary money that you pay for the parking up in the NC500. A lot of the campsites have thrown their arms up in the air and screaming about they don't like it, they don't want it, because it means that the camper vans are not going to park on the campsites paying their extortionate rates. So I said in the beginning that I hated the idea of the £40 voluntary fee, and the £40 voluntary fee doesn't give you any right to park anywhere. It doesn't give you a guaranteed parking space. You still might have to find your own, but the locals are saying they're not going to use our expensive campsites if there's a £40 weekly charge. Well, fuck you. I mean, don't put your prices up so high. Keep your prices at a reasonable level and people will use them. Also, that a campsite should be offering better facilities than a normal parking place in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, if you're not offering any facilities and people won't pay it, that's your problem. You shouldn't have moaned in the first place. Right, so that's where I'm going to leave my rant. I'm not sure when I'm going to be back. I'm not sure whether about even keeping these Mark's Mondays. You might get a rant out of me when I can be bothered. But at the moment, things are tough. So I hope you subscribe still, keep watching, keep viewing the channel. Go back and look at some of the old videos if you're missing me that much. And you never know, if I've got nothing keeping me here in Lancaster or around the Lake District, I could end up anywhere now. So yeah, you never know. As always guys, thanks for watching, thanks for taking the time to listen to me and my crap. I really do appreciate it. Some of you guys have become like friends rather than viewers. I've got to know some of you personally, I've met up with you along the way, and that's really nice. So yeah, I'm hoping that the channel does stay afloat and that I carry on meeting up with you guys. And this is the famous Morecambe Promenade. That is so busy, summer months, and it is absolutely dead. Wow, the locals trying to scare people away from this place. If there was a couple of vans parked here, you'd welcome them, surely.